Hello everybody and welcome back. Lars here. Today we're going to go ahead, dive in and check out some videos. Now, the first few sets are going to be an ABB team. We're going to have Swampert, we're going to have Talonflame, and then of course we're going to have Magcargo. Now, a little bit later on in the video, for the last set, we're going to go ahead and show you the updated team, which is going to be Swampert and Talonflame are staying in. Magcargo, sadly, is going out, and we're bringing in Trevenant. So instead of an ABB, it's going to be an ABC, and it's going to be really, really good to get a little bit higher. And because it is a little bit more diverse, you'll be able to reach, I think my wife is about 50 points away from the top 500. So you'll be able to hit the mid to late 2600s, as well as the 2700s, right? Where she is right now. And so, yeah, it's a great team, and we'll show you that a little bit later. But for now, let's go ahead and let's focus on this ABB. The main concern with the ABB team is that obviously, should you face any water types, aka Swampert, you really have to push with your Swampert to beat it, including using both shields. And so it can be a tough battle. That's the only downside. The good side is that if they don't have a Swampert, you're going to look really good, and the odds of winning go up dramatically. So there we go. Throw this Hydro Cannon. There it is. Say goodbye to their Vigoroth. And then we're going to go ahead and Alolan Marowak. I've seen an uptick, a rise in Alolan Marowak. I've seen an uptick and rise in Decidueye. And then I've seen an uptick and rise in Skeledirge. Those three Pokemon. I didn't see at the start, now I am seeing. But regardless, their usage is limited. So you're mostly going to see Vigoroth and whatnot, which is fine. There we go. We have a Girafarig, which is known for its Psy Fangs, which 100% chance to lower your defense. So there we go. Go ahead, throw the Hydro Cannon, do your thing. Yeah, the main reason why I don't make pre-cup team suggestions is because I used to make them, but there's a couple reasons. One, there are a lot more people that are a little bit more in depth and much better at making them than I am. The second reason, though, is in reality, it's just a crapshoot. You could say what you think a team's going to be or what's going to be popular, but turns out once the actual fighting begins, it's not, right? So yeah, there's that. It's better just to, do the first day, kind of see what's sticking, make a team, and then after 48 hours, when the dust settles, the meta starts to rise up. And honestly, if you looked at PV Poke right before the cup started, you would think most of the fighters, or most of the combatants, Pokemon, whatever, are going to be normal type flyers. And instead, we knew Vigoroth was going to be popular, but we had no idea the direction that it would take. And it ended up being, Steelix, it ended up being Swampert, it ended up being, even Trevenant, really popular, and Pokemon you wouldn't think would be popular, ended up being popular. So yeah, always best, just to take the pre-cup selections or suggestions with a cup of salt. Grain of salt, cup of salt with a grain of salt. And there's that. So here we go. Our Talonflame, meanwhile, during the battles, it's going to go ahead and take care of this Vigoroth. It's going to get 2 body slams off against us, but that's not a problem. There we go. Say goodbye to their Vigoroth. And say hello to their regular Stunfisk. Go ahead and use this Flame Charge. There's a 1. We're going to go ahead and try to get number 2 off, which we do, because we shield. And then here comes number 2. And there it is. They shield as well, which is fine. Bring in little Magcargo. And with Magcargo, we're absolutely positively going to shield this, because we do not want to get hit with a Mud Bomb. So there we go. Throw this flame, or this overheat. They bring in Pidgeot. No problem. Right here, what we're going to do is actually something a little bit less orthodox. They're going to use a Feather Dance. What we're going to do is we're just going to keep on attacking. We're going to try to hit that Stone Edge, but then we're like, wait, they get an attack off. There's a Brave Bird. We do switch in to our Talonflame, and then we're going to bring out good old Magcargo, and then we're going to use this Overheat to kill their Stunfisk, and that'll be that. You're not going to see too many Stunfisk. I actually used regular Stunfisk the last time Sunshine Cup was around, as well as Vigoroth, and I forget who else. But it was okay, mildly successful. But in the end, the meta changes. New Pokemon get updated moves, and so you got to move on. Here we go. We have Blaziken. And so we actually lose this battle because, it was a tough one. They did a good job. Now this Pokemon here is something that you're probably going to see like never. It is really good though. It can be a huge nuisance because it can know, it can know Rock Slide. It can know, and I believe it's either Grass Knot or Energy Ball. Regardless though, it can be a tough battle. So there we go. And most of these, I believe we go 4-1. I think, yeah, just about all of them. I think they're mostly 4-1. There is one 5-0, but for the most part, the actual rise to the 2700 range wasn't that bad. It just, like I've said before in the past, a lot of people think there's an algorithm. What happens, generally speaking, is you'll have people that are using a team. Maybe it's pre-made, doesn't matter, pre-made or suggested, whatever. And then it reaches the point where it can't go any further, and so they all kind of get stuck in this one area, and so then they're really good at beating certain teams, but then other teams, they can't rise past it, and so they kind of just get stuck in this one little area, and so people are like, oh, I can't get past it, but then they think, there's an algorithm, but in reality, it's just you have to switch it up just a little bit, and you're going to see us do that a little bit later, because this ABB is really, really good for getting to, 2,500. Right, it can get you to veteran without too much trouble, but then you're going to need a little bit more diversity to get past that, right? So there we go. Here comes Double. We're going to bring in Talonflame, and what do I see? I see a Gligar. So go ahead and throw this Brave Bird. Most of the time, they won't assume Brave Bird because we both have 2 shields, but we like to live dangerously, right? Talonflame does. And then we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to our Talonflame, and then we're going to say hello to our beloved little Swampert. Swampert's going to do its thing. We're going to shield this one, and then we're just going to farm him down for a Hydro Cannon. There it is. Throw the Hydro Cannon. There it is. They shield in order to take care of Swampert. There we go. Our Swampert is down, and now all we need to do is throw this Stone Edge. We don't want to throw Overheat just yet. There's a payback, no problem. Throw the Stone Edge. And we're going to throw that. And now what we're going to do, 1, 2, and then 3, we're going to throw Overheat. And Overheat is thrown. And all we need to do is say goodbye to their Double and hello to another victory. So there we go. It is on to the next battle, or the next set rather. 4-1, not bad. I will take 4-1 all day, every day. 4-1 is great. Absolutely great. So here's a Miltank. Not going to see it too often. Normally when people use normal types in this cup, you're going to see 2. You're going to see Vigoroth and you're going to see Double. That's it. As far as, normal ground types, you're going to see Pidgeot, stuff like that. Knocked Out. I thought Knocked Out would be much more popular. In fact, Knocked Out is one of the more rare selections, even though it did get a nerf, but still I thought it would be a little bit higher up. But in reality, you're not seeing too many of them. And it's one of the reasons why we took out Magcargo. See, what we did there is we knew they were going to throw a charge move, right? So instead, we caught it and we switched to Talonflame. And we get that extra fast move off. So it's great for us. And it costs our opponent, a lot of energy because we are getting that in an instant instead of 2.5 seconds, which is the time it normally takes Incinerate. So there we go. Throw this Brave Bird. There it is. They are down to 0 shields. We are down to, or we have 2. So it's great news. Go ahead and throw it. And now we're going to quick switch to our little Magcargo. There we go. There's a dig, but it's too little too late. Go ahead, kill Magcargo. And now there's not much they can do. Shield it because why not? Shield, don't shield, whatever you want to do. Throw the Stone Edge and call it a day. There it is. We win. All right, let's see what we have next. I want to thank everybody for watching. We have a bunch of new subscribers, and so if you are new to this channel, welcome. And if you have any questions at any time, just let me know, and I promise I will answer them to the best of my ability. So there we go. We spend no time, waste no time in switching to Talonflame, and they're going to go ahead. They're going to switch to Gligar, which is fine. Here comes an Aerial Ace. Go ahead and live dangerously. throw the Brave Bird. They do not shield, which is great news for us. Absolutely great news because we have the lead now. A lot of people really expect us to use Flame Charge, but we don't. Go ahead. Why not throw another Brave Bird? There it is. And now they're down to 1 shield. And so, of course, we're going to bring in Magcargo. There we go. They bring in Gliscor. We're going to throw Overheat. And there it is. They opt not to shield. Go ahead and bring in Swampert and absolutely do our thing. There's an Earthquake. No problem. Do whatever. There is a Hydro Cannon. They're going to do their thing. Right? We're going to go ahead and we're going to throw another Hydro Cannon. At this point, it's over. There's not much they can do. We have 2 shields. They have 0. And we're going to shield because why not? Weather Ball. They're going to get a total of 3 Weather Balls off. At this point, I probably would have quit if I were them. But maybe they're just testing something. And now here comes the last Weather Ball. And there it is. We win. And that's that. On to the next battle. Let's see what's going on here. And what we have going on. Abomasnow, we're not going to see too much of. Honestly, you'd think a lot of people would bring it out because of Gligar, but nah. So here we go. We have a quick switch, and they are wasting no time in switching to Wishcash. Wishcash is a very, very rare Pokemon. If you're going to see a Mud Boy, it's going to be Swampert, right? Not too many people are using Wishcash. So there we go. They get 1 charge move off before they die. And what's it going to be? It's going to be Mud Bomb, right? So we're going to quick switch to Talonflame because just like before, we knew they double charged it and we knew they were going to throw it. And so why not bring in Talonflame and get an extra fast move off in an instant? So that's always good news, always a good thing to do. So go ahead and throw that Flame Charge. There's a Rock Slide. Say goodbye to Talonflame and then go ahead and bring in, as soon as you can, bring Swampert back in, and they are bringing in Noctowl. No problem. Throw the Hydro Cannon once more. There we go. Bring in Magcargo. Let Magcargo do its thing. Throw the Stone Edge here. And there it is. They opt not to shield. And they bring in Gunfisk. They know it's over. We know it's over. And that's that. On to the next one. All right. And yeah, just like in any meta, guys, the higher up you get, the tighter the meta gets. And so when you get higher up, you're going to see a lot of Steelix, you're going to see a lot of Vigoroth, Gligar, and I'll show you how to, in a little bit later on. I'll add a timestamp in the comments section just so you guys know. But yeah, it depends on you what team you want to use, but I would suggest, using an ABB until you get to about 2600, and then you can swap on over to the ABC team. So here we go. Absolutely fine. Go ahead and bring in Swampert. And right here, we're going to go ahead and throw this Hydro Cannon once more. And Skeledirge, super effective. And then here comes Jumpluff. And with Jumpluff, we're going to shield because we don't want any part of that Energy Ball. It will one-hit KO us. Throw the Sludge Wave. They shield as well. We are bringing in Magcargo, no problem. And this Stone Edge will say goodnight to Talonflame, and now all we need to do is get 1 Overheat off. Go ahead, let them do their thing. There's another Energy Ball, and now here's an Overheat, and the end of the game. And good night, Jumpluff. There it is. We get the little victory dance, we get a win, and it's on to the next one. See what's going on in the next battle. All right. It's always funny. It looks like my wife's checking her watch. Or her avatar is checking her watch, right? Victini lead. Great news for us. They go ahead. They bring in Gligar, which probably shouldn't have done that, which tells us that they have something else that's probably weak to Swampert. So they brought an entire team that's weak to water, and so capitalize on that. Absolutely capitalize on it. And save our Swampert. SOS. So here we go. Go ahead and shield this one. There's an Aerial Ace. We're going to go ahead, charge it up just a little bit past, and throw this Hydro Cannon. And now all we need to do is charge it on up. Looks like they have a Vigoroth in the back. So we're going to bring in Talonflame. I wasn't expecting Vigoroth to show up. And then we're going to throw this flame charge. Victini's coming in. They're able to get it, you know, throw Victini in. Honestly, not seeing that swap. Normally you see it, but I didn't. So there we go. Here's a bulldoze. Say goodbye to our Magcargo. At this point, it's pretty much over. All we have to do is let that one hit us, throw this flame charge. There we go. And now one more, and then as soon as we shield this, we're going to throw this another flame charge, and that'll be it. End of the match. There it is, and that's a win. And it's on to the next set. I believe this set was 5-0. Yep. 5-0. Go ahead. Catch whatever you need to catch. Always feels good to have a nice 5-0 going on. Get your ELO boost. And it's on to the next set. Now, this is the last set that we're going to be using an ABB team. And the set after that, which will be the last set of the night, will be ABC. So, Gligar lead. Go ahead. Do your thing against Gligar. As always, a few extra fast moves just in case they do swap, save swap, which they did. And so there's one, and here comes number 2 against Vigoroth. And they off the shield, which is fine. Bring in our Talonflame, and Talonflame just going to do its Talonflame thing. So there we go. There's a Body Slam, and then here comes Body Slam number 2. There it is. Go ahead and throw this Flame Charge. There we go. Say goodbye there, Vigoroth. We're still at 2 shields. They're still at 1. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Swampert one more time. And here it is. Now this, what we're going to do here is we're going to let this dig hit us, which honestly, that was our big problem. We should have probably shielded that one, right? So there we go. Go ahead. They quick switch to double, ends up catching us off guard a little bit. There's a Stone Edge. And now we're in trouble because they are able to, throw the Aerial Ace. And I was not expecting this to be another dig, but it was. And that's that. I think we were lagging a little bit, although our opponent did outplay us. I think we ended up restarting just because in the previous battle, in this battle, people were swapping without really seeing it. It just went straight to that Pokemon. So there was that. Here comes a Steelix lead. See if we can recover. And here we go. There is a Hydro Cannon. And they shield. And against Steelix, they're always going to shield 100% of the time. That first one, at least they should. And then the second one will not kill them. It's just a Steelix survival tactic. And at the very end, they will kill our Swampert, but they'll be down to 1 shield, which is totally fine. Bring in your Talonflame and get that extra fast move off. There's a Breaking Swipe. And now we're looking really, really good. I'm going to use this Flame Charge against Nidoqueen. There we go. And then we're going to use one more Flame Charge. There it is. They opt to shield, which is totally fine. Let them do their thing. Absolutely let them do their thing. And now we're bringing in Magcargo, and they're bringing in Vigoroth. And now Vigoroth is going to use Body Slam. We resist Body Slam, so it's fine. Go ahead and throw this Overheat. Say goodbye to Vigoroth. Well, now say goodbye. And now get ready to throw this Overheat against this Nidoqueen. There is nothing else they can do. The battle is over, and that's that. There's an Overheat, and we win. Feels nice. Always good. Nidoqueen, another Pokemon you're not going to see too much of. All right. On to the next battle. Let's see what's shaking. We have a Vigoroth lead. So with Vigoroth, the traditional way that they're going to play it is we're going to throw this Hydro Cannon. They're not going to shield. They'll shield the second one, though. Usually had you left Swampert in, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. So there we go. We're going to go ahead, do our thing. They're going to get 2 Body Slams off. That's fine. Let them do their thing. And they're going to get another one off. There we go. There's a Body Slam. And then go ahead, wait down the clock just a little bit. bring in Swampert, and then farm him down for some energy. So here it is. They bring in a Bomb of Snow. Go ahead and throw this Sludge Wave. Say goodbye to a Bomb of Snow. And then here comes Talonflame, and it's pretty much over. There we go. They shield. At this point, don't even worry about hanging on the Swampert. There's a Flame Charge. Bring in Slugma or Magcargo, and they realize it's over, and that's that. On to the next battle. Let's see what's going on. What have we got coming up next? We have a Gligar, a Shadow Gligar, always a good thing to see. Let's go ahead and do our thing. They're going to do an Aerial Ace, which is fine. I'll let them do it. There it is. Double charge that Hydro Cannon, like so, and then throw it. They shield. Here comes another one. There's another shield. Totally fine at this point. If they want to kill us, let them kill us because we have 2 shields to their 0. So yeah, absolutely. Bring in good old Talonflame. Let this Body Slam hit us. Yeah, you don't want to throw... You want them to throw Body Slam before we throw Brave Bird, right? So if they had a shield, which they don't, so... All right, go ahead and throw another Brave Bird. Talonflame's in. And since they have 0 shields, we're just throwing Brave Bird like crazy. So there we go. Go ahead. There's an Aerial Ace, no problem. Bring in Magcargo. Say goodbye to their Shadow Gligar. And Victini, it's over. And that's that. Get ready for the win screen. In 3, 2, 1. There it is. All right, on to the next battle. Let's see what's going on. I believe we win this one, but yeah. All right, Flygon. See what's going on, or maybe we lose this one. We'll see. So here we go. Hydro Cannon. They opt not to shield. No problem. Here comes a Dragon Claw, and now all we need to do, go ahead, do your thing. There it is. We bring in Talonflame to let Talonflame do its Talonflame thing. And since that's a Body Slam, we're going to go ahead. We are going to throw this Flame Charge here. There it is. They opt not to shield. No problem. 2 shields versus 2 shields. And so now what we're going to do is we're just going to try to kill it. But still, I guess that's kind of a pretty general description. We're going to go ahead. We're going to bring in Magcargo. Wait the clock down just a second. And then they realize it's over, and that's that. We win, and it's on to the next set, which is where we take Magcargo out and bring Trevenant in. And so we go from ABB to an ABC, and you'll see just how we do it. So let's go ahead and check it on out. We go 4-1, which is great news for us. So here we go. Swampert versus Swampert. Normally, we have to be a little bit more cautious and play this a little bit more aggressively, right? Because when we're using ABB, you got to be careful. But now, since we have, Trevenant, we can absolutely be less cautious, right? So there we go. Throw this Hydro Cannon, and we get to go first. And so next time around, they shielded. We opt not to shield. Let them do their thing. Bring in Trev, and then they're going to go ahead, throw one last Hydro Cannon, which we resist. There it is. Say goodbye to their Swampert. And who do they have? They have a Talonflame. Go ahead and throw that Shadow Ball. There we go. And then bring in Talonflame of our own. What we're going to do here is get one last fast move off while they throw their charged. It is a Flame Charge. We're going to shield just to be careful. Here comes Vigoroth. Start throwing those Brave Birds. Remember, they only have 1 shield. So there we go. We're going to go ahead. We are going to shield this one. There's a Body Slam. And then they're going to go ahead and say goodbye. We're going to get one last... Well, you know what? Just kill them with your fast at this point. Good, right? So there it is. That's that. On to the next one. And yeah. Let's see what we got going on here. Keep in mind, with Trevenant, we are using Shadow Claw, Foul Play, and Seed Bomb. I know I said... Or I'm using Shadow Ball in this, but it is better to use Foul Play. I forgot to switch it, so I just want to remind everybody, that's why I put the moves list down there. you should absolutely be using foul play just to be safe. So there we go. Double charge that hydro cannon and then throw it. They opt not to shield, so throw another. There we go. No worries. We're going to go ahead and get one last hydro cannon off against this Vigoroth, and which is really good because they shield. So bring in Trevenant. Trevenant resists anything and everything that Vigoroth can throw, so they switch, and so do we. Go ahead and throw this Flame Charge. There it is. They opt not to shield, no problem. Go ahead and shield their Night Slash. There's one. Go ahead and shield number 2, just to be safe. And then we are all out of shield, so there's nothing we can do. As soon as we kill it, go ahead and throw this Brave Bird, just to force the last shield. And now everything's looking good because there's nothing they can do. The game is over. They just don't know it yet. So we just have one more Seed Bomb we got to get off. They're going to get a couple Bulldozers off, but again, we resist it, and so life is golden. There we go. There's number 2. And then here comes a Seed Bomb, and that's that. There we go. And there's the victory, and it's on to the next battle. 3-0. Believe we lose the last battle, which is fine, you know. Like I said before, 4-1. Take it all day, any day. So here we go. On to the next one. What do we have? We have a Shadow Gligar again. Great lead. A lot of Shadow Gligar leads. So they switch to Swampert. We're going to charge it up a little bit, and then we're going to bring in Trev, and Trev's going to do its thing. So here we go. Here comes a Sludge Wave. No problem. We're going to go ahead and throw this Seed Bomb. They opt not to shield here, which is great news. Here comes Gligar, which is fine. Go ahead and throw this Hydro Cannon. And there it is. They opt not to shield. And what we're going to do here is we are going to shield. There's a dig, a sneaky little dig. And then they bring in just Situi, which is, I've actually seen quite a few. So go ahead and bring in Talonflame. They know it's over, and that's that. On to the last battle, which was a close one. We ended up losing. But yeah, 4-1. We'll take it. And I want to, again, thank all the new subscribers. I do appreciate it, and all the nice comments. I love getting comments, and I love, helping. And that's why I do it, because I like helping people, and I want to see a lot of people reach legend. So here we go. Vigoroth lead. So here's where we messed up here. We're going to go ahead. We are going to throw this Hydro Cannon. There it is. We're going to let them get the Body Slam off. There we go. And now what we're going to do is throw another Hydro Cannon. There it is. Typically with Vigoroth, they will shield the second Hydro Cannon. You won't get the third Hydro Cannon off if you're Swampert. So bring in Trev, and then they have a Skeledirge. And now our problem was that their last Pokemon was knocked out, but we don't know that yet, right? So what we're going to do here is we are going to throw this Brave Bird. There we go. And then, yeah, it became a huge problem for us. So had we known it was, knocked out, we would have been a little bit more aggressive in shielding. But in the end, it is what it is. There we go. And yeah, it's pretty much over. I want to thank all of you for watching. I really do appreciate it again. And yeah, I'm online most of the time. So yeah, thanks again, everybody. Have a great and wonderful rest of your night or day, wherever you are. And yeah, I'll be bringing you more videos. Next video is going to be about Great League, since it's going to be starting soon. But thanks again, and take it easy.